Hi grade 10s, welcome to this video. Today we'll be doing page 114 to 115. You have your question on page 114 here. It's a civil drawing. Your instructions are on your right hand side. And I have uploaded a video on how to draw all the fixtures separately, like your door with the door profile, your window as well, and the foundation. So if you maybe need to go back, you can revise that before you engage with this page. So with the given, you are given an incomplete floor plan of a bathroom to be added onto an existing dwelling and showing the positions of all features, nodes, and dimensions. So you have all of your nodes and your dimensions here. You are also given a door schedule, which is here, your door profile, door frame, symbols, and an incomplete foundation of the wall, and the sanitary fixtures. Your instructions are to answer on 115. This is an old book. 115. You must draw using scale 1:25, the given floor plan, and you must complete it, and a sectional elevation of AA, and you must calculate the area. So you must do three things here. So we're going to get started with drawing the given floor plan. So with the floor plan, you have to ensure that all your dimensions are converted to scale 1:25. So I'm going to take my calculator and I will be converting each and every dimension here to scale 1:25. So you will see there by the door 900. So all the dimensions have been converted to the scale. So I'm going to get started with drawing our walls. As you can see, the wall thickness here is 242. So we are not given a starting point in this drawing. I'm going to just ensure that I start here so that I can project up for the, let me focus this. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to start here so that I can project up for the sectional elevation. So everything, the key to civil drawing is to start off with constructions. So I'm going to draw my construction line there. And then I'm going to use a 45-degree line. Then our wall thickness is 9,68. So with 9,68, it's closer to 10. So I'm just going to have my 9,68 here. Then I will just make a point anywhere on the line. Once I have that point, I'm going to draw a line that will intersect with the 45-degree line. Once I have that, now I can start measuring the bottom line, which is 129,28. So the external part 129. 129 is here, comma 2 is just closer to it. Once I have that, I will draw another 45-degree line at that point, which is here. Now that I have that, I can extend my 2 points up. Let me just reduce this line. Extend it up. And from the given there, the sides are 120. Let's make sure that I draw straight lines into rosters. Accuracy is very, very important in civil drawings. Project this corner where it's touching the 45. So using the 45-degree method helps you to not keep measuring 9.68. You only measure it once, and that's it. So there it is. And then we have to measure 120. So my 120 is here. I close it off. I use a 45-degree line where it touches the inside. I finish off my wall. Then for the existing wall, if you look at your given, you have an existing wall here. You need to draw that. So for my existing wall, I need to get the center of this wall, and then I just need to ensure that I draw it. So 9.68, half of it. I need to make it here. Just closer to 5. So that's half of your wall. You might actually you'll be needing that half of the wall later for when you draw the windows. Then once I have that, I can outline this external part of the given wall. And I'm labeling it that it's an existing. So we will then now go around so that we can know where we can leave our space for the doors and the windows. And then as you can see here, from the corner to here, we need this distance here in order to get to the door. So in order to do that, you take this 9,68 and add it to the 10,96. Then you add it to the 10,96. Then you get 20,64. So in order to get here, we need to measure 20,64. 20,6, it's just closer to 21 there. Then I go from my corner to get my wall where the door is going to be. So my door is going to be there, and then I have to measure 36 because that's the space that the door will take, 36. Up, and you can now outline all the way to the corner there. And then from here, in order to get to the window, I need to add this distance, which is this and that. But because we already have the 9,6 here, we can now just count 36 from the 9,6. So from here, just gonna go 36 again. It marked 36 here on my compass. So that's where my window is going to be. And then the window size is 46. We'll mark it off as well here. Remember, for the window, you have to leave space because the window sill needs to pop out here. And then same thing. Let's see if this distance is the same. It is not. So that means we need to count the 55,6 down. 55,6. Then that's where I have my other window. Then I can take this distance that I had marked here, this distance here, can take it and place it here. Then I can outline so this is where my windows are going to be, and then I'm going to have my door. So I'm going to just start with the window. So the windows will be here and here, and they are the same window size. So we're just going to draw the window frame. Remember when I spoke about the middle of the wall and I said that you're going to need it for later. This is what you're going to need it for. You're going to need it for the steel frame. So where this middle of the wall intersect with my 45-degree line that I drew in construction, I'm going to take that point up there, and then I'm going to go 0,5, 0,5 out, because we want our steel frame to be only one. Once I have that one, immediately I place it in there, and then I outline there. Then I come to the other side, and I outline it as well. Then same thing for this side. I'm going to draw a 45-degree line from the internal part of the wall where it's touching this center line. I'm going to transfer that to where my window is. Once I've gotten the middle, I go 1 on each side. I go 0,5 on each side. It's pretty zoomed in. I'm sure you will see it properly there. So I just put it here like this in the middle of 0 and 1. Then I mark 0,5 on each side. Then I'm gonna draw my line 0,5. Then come to the other side where I marked 0,5. Then I'm gonna draw my frame. So let me just outline this. It's not a bit as dark as I wanted it to be. So there. So once you have your two frames for the window, you can now go 1 millimeter out again. 1 millimeter out. To get your window sill. So your window always has to have a window sill. You must never draw your windows without the sill. So this is the frame, and then this whole thing is the window sill. Also on this side, oops, 1 millimeter out, which is sort of here. I extend that. Then I extend it with my small ruler and just join those two points. So there is your two windows. Once the two windows are done, now let's go to the wall. To the door. So I just wanna close off this wall here. So with the door, we have to input our door profile. And this is our frame. For the frame, we are still using 1:25. So this is going to be my 5. This will be 2. I will make this 3. Then my 1,8, which is 2. Even this 3, it was 2,6, which I rounded off to 3. So these are my conversions. I'm now going to have my door frame there. Also for the door frame, you need the middle of the wall. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start my wall, my door frame, which is 5. So I'm going to go 2,5, 2,5 from each side. 2 here, 5 is in the middle. So I can just project this to each side like that. Then from here, I'm going to go 3 millimeters out on each side. Then there at the top, I'm going to go out by 2. And then I just extended the points for, just need to focus this. I just extended my points 3 and 3 on this side. Once I have done that, since this is my 2 here, I'm going to measure the 1,8, which I just rounded off to 2. So I'm going to draw this profile first. It is a wooden door frame. So that's my one side. Then I'm just going to project this corner here to the other side to avoid remeasuring and to make my drawing go quicker. Then I can just outline the other side, as you can see. So there is your profile, your door frame. Now I'm going to input the door. So from here, we can see that we have a shower on here. So it would just make sense to make our door swing in this way because there's nothing that's obstructing the door this side. So we'll make the door open this way. And as you can see, the frame of the door is 40 millimeters. So 40 divided by 25, that gets you 1,6. So our 1,6 is going to be here. And you can see that it fits perfectly into this space. So I'm going to just project this space up and then outline the first line of the door, which is in line with the frame. And then, because they said the door is to fit, so I'm just going to place my compass to the other side where it can fit into the space here. Then once I am certain that it can fit, I'll just open it a bit. Then I can draw it. So that's the door swing. Then I can draw my door here and here. So this swing just indicates that it's going to be swinging this way. So now that we are done with our doors, with the door and the window, we can now start inputting the fixtures. We do have a shower that is shown here. The dimensions of the shower is 800 by 800. 800 divided by 25, 32. So it's 32 by 32. So that 32, take a ruler. You want to make sure that you only mark it once. About 32 there. Then you come to this corner here. You mark it. You go to the other side. You mark it. And you extend those points in construction. Then you can immediately join them and then indicate that it is a shower there. And then after that, here by this window, we have a wash basin. So for our wash basin, we have 585 divided by 25, 23.4. So that means it's 23.4 here by 450 divided by 25 by 18. So it's 23.4 by 18. So we're going to measure half of 23.4 on each side. So remember the window is 46. Half of 46 is 23. So we're going to use that middle. That middle will be helping us. So from there, we need to measure half of 23. Then you mark it on each side. Because you got 23.4. Then you was 23.4 by 18. Then we will have our then label it WB. And then here in the corner, you see that you do have a bath. And that bathtub that's in the corner going all the way down. And you can see that the length is 750 by 1700. So it is 30 by 68. So it's 30 by 68. So here in the corner, you will measure 30. Then you will go down by 68. Then you will put your drainage there and label it B with a bath. And then in this space that is left here, we need to find the middle of it and then get to the toilet. So this empty space is 33. 33 divided by 2, that gives you 16,5. So 16,5 from this point, you mark your 16,5. That's the center that we are going to be using for our toilet, our water closet. And we are drawing the top view. So 250 divided by 25, that is 10. Then 850, 34. Then our length here, it's that 500, which is 20. So we're going to go 10, 10 out and then go to 4 across. So from the middle here, we're going to go 10 out on each side. Then 34. 34 is marked here. Then we had already gotten that where the water tank is, it is 10. So you can just sort of extend your lines and then you can draw your toilet. So there is the toilet, WC. Once now we've drawn everything, we are told here for the labeling. We must label the floor plan, including the scale. We will get there, and then we must add the abbreviations, the room designation, and floor finish. So this is the instruction that's relevant here, which is the ceramic tile. So here you need to add your room designation. In the instructions, you were told that this is an incomplete bathroom. So you have to print bathroom. And then it is tiles. You can write ceramic tiles or you can just write tiles. It's the same thing at the end of the day. And then for the floor plan, we did add this and then all electrical features as indicated. And we must also complete the cutting plane. So the electrical features, we can see that we have 2 here. We are told that 2 is a ceiling light. And then 1, it's a light switch, 1 pole. So 1 and 2 are connected by this arrow that we have here. So in the electrical symbols guide here, you can see that you have your light. This is a ceiling light. This one is a wall mounted light, which is this one, but we are focusing on this one here. And then for the switch, we are told that we only have 1 pole. So we will be using this. So we'll be drawing this where 1 is and then this where 2 is. So you want to try drawing them in line with one another, also sort of in the middle. So I'm just going to go and draw my X. Then my switch seems to be outside. So I will be drawing my 1 pole switch outside. Make sure that it's touching the wall. And then the 1 pole. So make sure that it's touching the wall and it's not inside the wall. And then when you do the connection, you must ensure that the connection Line is in freehand, or you can use a flexi curve to do it, but you must never use a ruler to connect them. So that's how you show that they are connected, the switch and the light. So you switch it on here, then you open the door, then you can come into the bathroom, which actually makes sense. Then I'm gonna hatch my walls. I'll assume that there's some plaster there. So I'm just going to hatch it, because you can't just leave your wall not hatched. So the existing wall, yes, I'm going to not hatch it because it's existing. I found it there. Then I'm just going to see, I'm using my 5mm guide in my 45-degree set square. Because I don't want to spend a lot of time hatching. So 5mm, especially with a wall thickness that's like this, will be working quickly. So I have hatched, I have added everything. Then I need to label it with the floor plan. Scale 1:25. And then from there, you are requested to add your north point. So for your north point, I'm just going to use I'm going to edit here. I'm going to use radius 20, radius 10, sorry, radius 10. Once I have my radius 10, just going to draw my circle. Once the circle has been drawn, that's my middle there. So there is your north. So we have done all the specifications for the floor plan. We will now move on to the sectional elevation, but I need to add my cutting plane. So in the drawing, they didn't give you where the cutting plane starts, but it's not cutting a window or anything. It's just cutting next to the window. So I'm just going to make sure that I start it just here, then that other side. Then I label it AA. So just in for future reference, you must know that whenever you have a cutting plane like this and your arrows are pointing up, that means that this is what remains and what's below the cutting plane has been cut off. Because in the future, you're going to need to be drawing all what, like this window, for example, because it would be showing. But that's next year's work in grade 12. So for now, let's just focus on getting the base. So what you need to do, you project your walls up, as I can see my walls are already projected. Then from here, you are told that you must show the sectional features on the drawing. You must complete the foundation and floor slab with only part of the wall. You must add all of your edging details. So we can see that this is our incomplete wall detail. So you're going to be using it. So we'll have 600. So it's 24 by 200 divided by 25. So this is 8,255 to the natural ground level from the concrete. It's 10,2. So from here to the natural ground level, then you can see that your concrete there and your hardcore is 85. So 85 divided by 25, that's 3,4. So both of them are 3,4, and then your screed will be 1 because it's 25 by 25. So screed is what you put the tile on. So that middle of the wall, we are going to need it as well. So let's see if yes, we can still get it. So the middle of the wall, because it's going to help us now. So we have that. Then from the middle, we need to go 12 on each side because our concrete slab is 600, which is 24. 24 here. Oh, I keep hitting this visualizer. And then we have a height of 10. So I'm going to just extend this 10 to the other side. Then I can start drawing my concrete there. There. So there is my concrete. I'm just closing it off. And then from here to get to the NGL, we need to measure 10,2 because it's 150, it's 255. So 10,2. So it's just closer to 10, but not exactly on 10. So that's your NGL. You might want to do it with just tiny freehand, just to show that it's ground, it's uneven. Then you just gotta close it off here. I don't want to go too far. So that's where we're going to be closing off our undisturbed earth. Then now we are told that, as I mentioned, the hardcore filling and the concrete are the same size and they are 3,4. So from the NGL, you get your 123,4. Then you go again and measure 123,4. Then the hardcore filling will remain inside like that. And then the concrete will go into the wall. So this line here will go into the wall like that. Then another one as well. Like that. So that is where your concrete slab is going to be. And then just above that, 1 millimeter to get to your screed. Let's make sure that my T-square doesn't move here. So you have 1 millimeter there for your screed. Then you might want to extend this line and make sure that it's a bit dark for your DPC. There. So that is all that you had to do. Then immediately here at the top, you can just indicate that it's an incomplete wall. It's an incomplete wall. Like that. So now let us add our hatching for the drawing. We're going to start with our undisturbed earth. We're going to start it here. And for this hatching, the undisturbed earth, you're more than welcome to do it with your 45-degree set square, even the compacted hardcore here. And then we're going to add the concrete. And then now we can add the hatching for the screed as well. There. Then I can outline the wall. Once that is done, I can now look at the instructions So for the section, we've added all hatching. We were told that we must use the correct abbreviations and label the following features. The NGL, natural ground level. So where this line is, we will write NGL. And then we are also asked to label the damp proof cause, which is by the concrete DPC. And then, yeah, those are only two things. Then we now need to label the finished floor level as FFL. So that is our finished floor level. Then we obviously need to label it section AA, and I'm just including the scale. Don't forget to hatch your walls. So for area and perimeter, you use your dimensions in meters. So the area, which is length times breadth, you have to use your overall length, which is just 32. So this 3232 divided by 1000, it's 3,3232. 3,3232. When you multiply it by 3,000 divided by 1,000, which is 3 meters. So 3 multiplied by 3,32. 3232, and you get 9,696 meters squared. So you always have to have your answers in meters squared. 3,232 here. Then for perimeter, you add these two sides. So you say 3,232 multiplied by 2. You add it to 3 times 3 because you add this side. You're adding this side and this side, this side and this side. So here it's 6. 6,464. You add them, you get 12,464 meters. So you always calculate your perimeter in meters and your area in meters squared. Thank you so much for watching. This is your complete page. I'm going to zoom out. This is your complete page. I hope this video helped you. If you want more, you can watch the recommended videos as well because they go into each how to draw a floor plan, calculate area, drawing the sectional elevation. So thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video.